Hello my friends, welcome to this short sequence today of sun salutations, a nice energising flow, great to do in the morning or any time of day you just want to do a bit of yoga. So bring the hands to the heart centre, find a nice comfortable place for your feet parallel and toes pointing forwards. Press the palms together, roll the shoulders back and down and just take a couple of breaths here as you arrive into your practice. And then when you're ready, on your next inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Gaze to thumbs, exhale, hinge from hips to forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen your spine, look forward, soft knees if you need. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, and then step back into your high plank pose. On the inhale, drop the knees down to the mat. Exhale, elbows hug ribs as we lower down. Inhale, roll the shoulders, lift the chest to baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Hands slide back either side of the ribs, tuck toes and lift the hips up to downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. Ground onto your hands and press into the base of your index finger and thumb. When you're ready, take an inhale, rise to the toes, bend the knees, look forward, step, hop or walk to the front of the mat, finding a halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees and hinge forwards into fold. Inhale, press the floor away and reach the arms on up and overhead. Extended mountain. Soften the knees, press the hips forward, squeeze the glutes, lift the chest and lean back. On the next exhale, bring the hands back down through the heart as you fold forwards again. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen spine, look forwards, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step, or maybe hop to your high plank pose. On the inhale, let's go for chaturanga, lower knees to mat or roll forwards. Exhale, elbows hug ribs, hips land, roll shoulders, chest lifts into cobra. Exhale, lower down, tuck toes, push up and back to downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, find some breath here. As you lengthen your arms, your side waist, and draw in and up from the belly. On the next inhale, rise to the toes, bend the knees, look forward, step, hop or walk to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. On the exhale, bend the knees and hinge into your fold. Inhale, push the floor away, sweep on up, extended mountain. Exhale to the heart center. Couple of breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. On the next inhale, reach on up, baby back bend, soften the knees, press the hips forward, lift the chest, a light squeeze of the glutes. On the exhale, tuck the chin, dive down to forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine, look forward, halfway lift. Exhale, bend knees, plant hands, step or hop to high plank pose. On the inhale, roll forwards, drop the knees or lower down on the toes with the knees through chaturanga. Hips land, chest lifts to cobra pose. Exhale, lower down, tuck toes, push the floor away and find a downward facing dog. On the inhale, rise up to the toes. Once more, look forward, step or hop to the front of the mat. Hinging, lifting the chest to halfway lift. Exhale, finding a forward fold. Inhale, press the floor away and sweep on up, extended mountain. Exhale to heart center. Let's bring big toes together. On the inhale, sit the bottom back, squeeze the knees together and keeping the chest lifted in chair pose. Arms open wide, toes are light. On the exhale, fold forwards, head hanging heavy. On the inhale, lift the chest, look forward into halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, and step or hop into high plank pose. On the inhale, chaturanga, roll forward, drop the knees, or stay on the toes. Come halfway, let the hips land, and then lift the heart up to cobra pose. Exhale to lower down, tuck toes, hands move back either side of the ribs, and lift up from the bottom to downward facing dog. Take a moment here to reconnect with your breath. Pedaling the feet, one knee bends as the other heel draws down, or just staying still here with both the knees bent. So from here we will take an inhale, drop the knees down to the mat, And then exhale as you step your left leg forwards into a lunge. Press down into the mound of the big toe, pull the belly into the spine, hands on the floor, on the knees, or lifting the arms up to crescent lunge, opting to lean back a little here as you lift the chest up. On the exhale, plant the hands back under the shoulders, step that front leg back in, drop the hips down in one line from knees to shoulders. Take an exhale as you hug your elbows in again and roll the shoulders back into cobra pose. Exhale to lower, tuck toes, push the floor away and find your downward facing dog. When you're ready, on the inhale, drop the knees down to the mat again. Exhale as you step the other leg forwards, right leg this time. Solidify the big toe mound. Take an inhale as you lift the chest, pull the belly in, and then maybe sweep those arms up overhead again. Option to lean back, keeping length in the lower back. And exhale, plant the hands underneath the shoulders, with the weight into them. Lift the back knee, step the right leg back, and find a downward facing dog. And from here, we'll bring the right foot slightly closer to the left, bring the weight into that right leg, and sweep the left leg up, pushing out through the heel in a three-legged dog. On the next exhale, bring the knee into the midline, dome the back, shift the weight forward, look ahead of the mat or hands, and place the left foot down. On the inhale, adjust the back foot to 45, and when you're ready, hands to knee or circle the arms all the way up to a warrior one. On the exhale, open the elbows out wide and spread the palms, pinch the base of the shoulder blades together. On the inhale, circle the arms forwards in extended warrior one. Reaching all the way up on the in-breath, exhale, float the hands down, release the back heel, and then step that front leg back into your downward facing dog. Taking a moment here to gather the breath. And then when you're ready, place the weight into that left leg this time and reach the right leg up. With the heel pressing away. On the exhale, bend the top knee, take it into the midline, dome the back, pull the belly in, look forward, and place the right foot down, using your hand to help there if you need. Let's adjust the back foot to 45 degrees, and then with the knee over the ankle at the front, take an inhale as you lift up. And as you exhale, pull the elbows out wide. On the next inhale, reach the arms forwards into your warrior one, pressing into that back heel. And on the in-breath, rising up. And exhale, float the hands down, release the back heel, and step the front leg back to downward facing dog. And when you're ready, in your own time, rise to the toes, look forwards, bend the knees, step, hop, or walk to the front of the mat. Have our big toes together. Take an exhale and hinge from the hips into a fold. On the inhale, perhaps reach the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, and then lift the fists up and overhead. Feeling that release and heaviness in the crown and the back of the neck. On the exhale, sit the bottom back, and as you inhale, lift the arms up into a chair pose. On the out breath, sink down a little deeper into your heels and let your toes be light. Draw your belly in. On the inhale, rising up tall, arms overhead, extend your mountain, then soften the knees, press the hips forward and maybe lean back, lifting the chest up. And on the exhale, coming back to the heart center.